Hello, welcome to the bicycle training video. Today we're going to be learning how to put Brendan in his bike and begin its operation.
To start with, we'll need to power on the machine. We can do this by selecting this top button here. This will begin the boot up sequence. Before we begin properly though, let's introduce the elements we'll be needing to use this. First of all, you will need both of these long blue cords. They're distinctive based on this end, this gray end, and these ends which will connect to electrodes, which we'll get to in a minute. There should be two of these, one for each side of his body. They are not specified which side, because it does not matter, as you will see upcoming. Now, where everything is. This, in this back shelf, is where his arms are. There are a variety of things in here, but I will get to that in a second.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, which we'll get to in a second. Now, so the arms are on that back shelf there. And then typically the pink things, which I'll show you what those are in a second, are over here. Today, they're over here. That's not a big deal, because we can look around to find them. Now, let's go through this arm bag, and let's go through what each thing is going to be used for. These are bandages. They will be used to help secure the electrodes on his arm after they've already been placed. These will be used to potentially tighten his arm up. These will be used to be tightened on his arm like makeshift tourniquets, except that they will not cover up blood flow. You will tighten these onto his arm to the extent that he feels comfortable, which will help increase blood flow in the area. Or reduce, rather. Will help reduce blood flow in the area, which makes it more challenging for him. Another one for each arm, as you would expect. Another bandage. Bandage. And then, the important things. These are the electrodes. These electrodes come in two different shapes and sizes. There are the small ones, like these. These will be attached with L4 through L1, which we will see in a second. Typically, all of the small electrodes are in one bag, like in this case. These are the large electrodes. These will be placed in steps L5 and L6. These will go up on his upper body and back, and these will also go on his upper body, but also down his arms. These will be demonstrated when I show you the bike. Okay. Additionally, these pink things over here will be used to help him latch onto the handles, which will be shown momentarily. Now, let's see how we can set this up to show us what to do. From this screen, which is the way we'll turn into when it boots up, we'll tap on configure, arm therapy, unless it tells you leg therapy. We'll click on L6. Show electrode placement, and then from there we can see where each of them go. They're going to be identical for right and left, but if it makes it easier for you, you can always just check. So now it gives you a bunch of numbers. This is where these come in. If you notice, each and every single one of these is labeled with a number. There are two of each, and it should be, which means that there are two pads. From the pads that I showed you earlier, two will go onto each. You just attach the white part. You just attach these white parts in like this. Push it in, and now you have a secure attachment. Good. Once Brendan is all wired up, you will go over here, where you will need to secure him into the bicycle. Brendan will put himself as close as he possibly can to the bicycle, where you can move his feet and legs into here, like this. You secure his legs with the strap, also like this. And his feet like this. Right? You're going to do that with both sides. For example purposes, I'm not going to do both sides. However, with his legs, you would do that. There are also a few wheelchair steps that need to be done, but Brendan can tell you how to do that as you go along. Once his legs are strapped in, it'll be time to move on to the hands. The hands are a little more difficult, but certainly nothing beyond what you're capable of. These are the hand pads. They're located down here. You can tell which side they go on based on which side attaches to where. Now, the first thing that you're going to need to do is turn on the screen. To do that, we'll use this top far button here and turn it on like so. That's me! To successfully attach them, push down this button, which, as you can see, allows you to attach it to this. You push in, it should be very obvious once it is clicked in. You do this with both sides, like this. Now, let me show you how he's going to be putting his hands. you'll be moving like this. With electrical stimulation, it will help him force his muscles to do the exact same thing, so that it will help strengthen his muscles. Now, because Brendan did not have enough control for that, we have to help him with that. This is where the pink pads come in. These pink pads work like this. First of all, the important thing with these pink pads is that you have the hands like this. It should look like a boxer's glove, right? You want to protect the top part. If you have it like this, no. You want to have the inside of the hand near the inside of the glove. By doing it this way, you see, you can leave room in his hands so he can grip stuff. And the idea with these is you are going to tighten it on for him to grip stuff, like this. Now, let's see what that looks like with this. Okay, you're going to put his hand. Ideally, you have it a little bit like this. And then you're going to place his wrist in there, secure this. Unfortunately here, it's a little bit tricky with all the Velcros, but just do your best. And the idea here is that you're going to be gripping this handlebar. In fact, it's probably a better idea to secure this with the glove first. His thumb should be outside of the pink thing, like this. Now that his arm is successfully clenched around the spike, we just do this, and do this. Now he is forced into holding it, and then we do the same on the other side with the other arm. Obviously it will be a little bit more difficult, and you have to manipulate his hands for yourself, but nothing that cannot be done. Good. Now that you've completed that, you're almost ready to go. Now, what you're going to do is, you're going to take these blue wires, which you will likely tell you to throw across his lap, and you will plug them in. These can be plugged in quite simply by taking these black arrows and pointing them towards the shelves. Okay. We go in here, and just boom, they're in. Additionally, to help with putting these in, you'll be asked to lock these so they do not move. This can be done by altering this black thing here. By pulling it down and twisting it slightly. It moves freely, but then by pulling it down and twisting it a little more, it locks into place. This allows you to put it in his hand without needing to worry about it moving freely, which makes it significantly more difficult. You may need to repeat this process to get the other arm in place. Like this. Beyond that, everything boils down to following the instructions he gives you. He knows what he's doing. He has done this before. He will give you precisely clear instructions. But this is an intro to doing this. Thank you for watching.